has this camp been for you?
It's been good. It's been good to be back in the facility. Obviously, a long summer, which we don't like. We want to win. So it's good to be back, start training, get to know a lot of the prospects and guys coming up. So that's always good. Yeah.
What were those last few games with the Marlies like for you? That adjustment to throw right away kind of thing?
Yeah, I think they were really important. I think getting that exposure and knowing what it's going to take to play your game at that level is really important. And so to be put in those games was really meaningful to me, and I think I did well with it. I'm going to keep developing to do better.
Did you find a difference in pace at the pro level?
Yeah, definitely. I think
what way?
Pace, just skating. I mean, guys are more efficient. I'd say pace-wise, I think guys are just a lot smarter than where I was in college. So playing with those guys who move the puck a lot faster, more efficient, tape to tape, it's faster that way.
What was your welcome to the moment?
I'd say probably first practice, I made a backdoor play on Matt Murray, and he didn't like that too much. So I learned that, but I'm going to keep going to the net, keep working on my game, and those rebounds are important. So
Why didn't he like it?
Well, it was just like it was a tough play for him. Goalies don't like the backdoor stuff in practice, especially. So that was probably my welcome to the league moment. Yeah,
I'm sure you're asked this lots when you first signed, but what was it about the Toronto organization that you wanted to sign here?
Yeah, definitely a mix of things. I think the management, first and foremost, they really pushed the right messages for me, something that I wanted to be part of. Obviously, this organization has a ton of success in the past, and so being a part of that and wanting to push them to the next step was one of my goals. And the other thing is just opportunity. There's not a lot of draft picks, so I wanted to plug myself in somewhere as a NCAA free agent where I was undrafted. To push for a spot as soon as I could.
Had you done many development camps with the Leafs and other teams?
Yeah, so I did a Leafs development camp in 2023,
Right.
And then 2024 I actually went to the Tampa Bay Lightning development camp.
Who's better?
Leafs. Easy choice, yeah.
Good answer.
Now you're an Ottawa kid, right?
Yeah.
So did you have the opportunity to play major junior and you chose the NCAA?
Well, I was drafted to the Sioux Greyhounds,
Okay.
OHL. Did not make the team as a 16-year-old, and then at that point I realized before I knew education was really important to me and my family, and so to be able to go that route and have the best of both worlds, which with a coaching staff with Reed Cashman, Jason Tapp, Brian Fahey, and Brian Poole, who really developed me to the player I am today, was awesome.
If today's major junior kids can walk onto the NCAA now, what do you think of that change?
Yeah, not a lot of opinion from my side. I mean, it would have been nice if I had that option too, but I think it's great for guys coming up to have that choice. Obviously, the CHL is a very highly touted league, so for those guys to be able to go to major junior or to college and still get an education, I think it's awesome.
What was it like to see the Battle of Ontario come back in the playoffs?
It was great. We came out on the right side, so that's very positive. But yeah, great hockey on both sides. And something to build off of for sure.
Andy was saying yesterday they like the offense that you can bring. How do you bring up the other side of the game, the defensive side, that sort of thing?
For sure, yeah. I think it's a part of my game that I've worked on a lot for the past 3-4 years, especially with Reed Cashman, who was with the Washington Capitals before coming to Dartmouth. But working on that 200-foot game, especially I like to pride myself on draws and being really good on the face-off dot and in the D zone. And I think that really came into fruition for my sophomore and junior year, and I'm going to keep developing that in pro.
Were you part of the horse today?
Yeah, it was really fun. We learned a lot, and the leadership that goes into I don't know what you call it, taming a horse or training a horse is really cool, and something that you can take into your own life to one day hopefully I make enough money to where I can be on a ranch and I can train my own horses. So that was really cool.
What's the message do you think they were sending you with you watched somebody train a horse?
Yeah, I think that the little things matter, and that foundation is really important. For probably we were there for 2.5 hours, and the first whole hour was just foundation stuff, teaching the horse how to move in different directions and to basically pay attention to you instead of paying attention to distractions and stuff like that. So I think that's really important as hockey players, is to keep your focus inside the boards and focus on what you're doing.
Does the horse have a name?
I did not catch the horse's name. No, I'm not sure if I'm missing.
A mystery for us.
Yeah.
How did he get the horse to listen to him?
So he had a training stick to where he would just make corrections for the horse to do the things he wanted to do, and Yeah, once again, super interesting, and I've never seen that part of life, so it was pretty cool.
Is that the uniqueness of some of these things at development camp? I mean, not running the mill, but you might see the same things over and over again in some of these camps. But how cool is it to have some?
Really cool. Yeah, I think that was. It's also something that relates a lot to hockey. Is just focusing on that foundation and having a good base under you before you develop the little skills that we're developing here. Yeah, the development camp. I mean, it's been awesome so far. It's been my favorite one over my past 3 years. Yeah, and obviously the on-ice stuff has been really good over the past 2 days. But the extracurriculars, the basketball, the opening address, the horse, all of it's been really well done.
What was the opening address?
Pardon me?
What was the opening address?
It was with our GM Brad Chelavine. Wendell Clark spoke at it, which was really cool to hear his voice. And then the next morning, Coach Craig Berube spoke in the morning. Yeah.
But what do you think of the opportunity before you going into training camp?
Yeah, I'm just focused on what I can do now to develop. I want to put my best foot forward going into training camp. So I think every day matters for me in the weight room, on the ice, being a good person off the ice. So that's what I'm focused on.
What stood out the most about the session with the horse trainer?
Yeah, it was a fun team building experience. I think just seeing a different life and that I had and a lot of others may not have had. So just cool perspective to see.
What was your kind of biggest eyebrow raising moment from it? I guess you spent about a couple hours there.
Yeah. I guess when he put the saddle on the horse and it did not like that. So yeah, that's what we'll say.
What can you learn or take away from that? Because it doesn't, horse trainer, hockey players, like what can you learn from that?
That's a good question. I think one of the big takeaways is maybe kind of like the relationship you have to build with that horse. Being kind of assertive with it, but also like not too aggressive, right? So it's kind of like a teammate relationship that he kind of explained to us, where you have to get the horse to respect you and vice versa. So it's kind of a parallel between that and the hockey locker room.
You're a Western guy, aren't you? You should be used to horses.
Well, there's none at my house. That's
You've had some more traditional guest speakers at this camp. Who has resonated with you? From who you've heard from?
Yeah, we've had Berube speak to us now. He was awesome. I think really good perspectives from him, and he's been around the game for so long. So respect him as a human and value his opinion as a person and a coach.
What was his message?
Well, I mean, it's compete and it's kind of like the willingness to go above and beyond, and how far you're willing to go for your teammates to compete, to battle. And so I think it comes down to that will. I think.
How did your season, your named captain, season starts in Lethbridge? How did that play out for you, and that responsibility and leadership?
It was a good challenge. Yeah.
In what way?
Yeah, it's interesting being put into that role, and it was awesome for me. I think I grew a lot as a person, and had to get out of my comfort zone and be vocal and challenge our players and hold them accountable, as well as myself. So it's a two-way street. I think it allowed me to kind of care for everyone and a little bit more, and to kind of see more of my teammates as humans, and to take that step towards understanding what everyone's going through on and off the ice, right? So I think trying to be there for my teammates and being accountable on and off the ice.
I know Danford was named captain in Oshawa as well, and to have that same experience with another prospect was too.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was your best leadership moment this season, do you think?
Ooh. I think it's just, I mean, look back at our season, it's tough to pick one, but I think our series against Calgary round 2, I think we were down 3-2, and then we took it back home and we won that game, and went to Calgary, do or die moment, and I think just having that calm presence, that was kind of my main focus, and just to try to be steady and show the guys that we're not here to panic. This is our game to take, and I think that went a long way with the guys, and everyone showed up and got it done. So that was very meaningful.
Throughout the season, who's the person in the Leafs organization that talks to you and tells you maybe what you need to work on in your game or anything like that?
Yeah, a lot of communication with Haley and Jake Muzzin. Jake was my main point of contact for the season, and we worked together a lot. Video work and just kind of regular check-ins. So that was fantastic to have him. He's a brilliant mind to have, and great to work with him.
Yeah, what's
do you
up?
think-
Sorry, what's
Sorry.
up like to have a guy like Muzzin did everything in the NHL, won the Stanley Cup.